It is something about how a room comes together or doesn't that people can't quite put their finger on. People think that they need either a larger budget, they need all new furniture, or they just need more time on Pinterest to figure it all out. But that's not it. As someone who has worked with several people who have tried to decorate their home on their own without a designer, I've noticed that they are using an approach that is keeping them stuck. There are two approaches. One that will get you the results that you want every single time, and then there's one that will keep you stuck and frustrated. I call them intentional design and workaround design. And before you assume that you are doing the intentional one, I want to tell you that most people aren't. Not because they don't care about their space, but because workaround design is just so easy to fall into. So here's what workaround design looks like. So for example, you are decorating your living room, you place the rug that you already had available, it's in storage, you really need to use it, or you probably were shopping, you just wanted to go to Home Goods or to a store and you just happened to see a rug that you liked, it was on sale, it's the right price, and you decided to just get it. You might have positioned your sofa because you saw a couple of people online who have styled their space and you really love it, so you decided to put your sofa in the same location as they did. You put a lamp in the corner because it was something that it didn't work in the other room, so you decided to just place it in this room and just gonna stick it in the corner because you need to make it work. You want to utilize the items that you already have. It's a little bit of wall space left, so you decided to put a dresser over there. That way you can put extra items away like your decor or just knickknacks that you don't want out. The decisions that you made sense at the time, but after a while you realize it is not you, it is not something that you really like at all. That is workaround design. Every decision had a reaction to something else. Nothing was chosen because of a vision that you've had. It was just placed there. Intentional design works a lot differently. It starts with a clear picture, a vision of how you want the space to feel and function. And every single design decision is based on this vision. I'm talking about the furniture placement, the scale of the pieces, the way all the layers come together. It all connects back to your vision. It's not the budget, it's not the furniture that you purchase, it is the order in which your decisions are made.
This is one of the most common workaround decisions I see. The sofa is against the wall because it felt safe. It's out of the way, the room feels open, but it actually disconnects the seating from the rest of the space. The room has furniture in it, but it has no real sense of arrangement. That's a workaround. Scale is where workaround design shows up constantly. This rug is too small for the space. The furniture is floating around it instead of anchoring it. This happens because the rug was chosen before the layout was finalized, or it was because the smaller size was more affordable. The decision made sense at the time, but the room is now paying for it every day. This one is the hardest to see when you're living in it. The room has a lot of things. There's a lot of decor on the shelves, pieces on the wall, accessories on the surface, but nothing quite connects. That's because each piece was added individually, and then now it's like a whole lot, hoping it all comes together, but it doesn't. That's a workaround pattern. This is what intentional design feels like. You can't always name exactly what works, but you can feel it immediately. Everything has a reason for being there. The scale is right. The arrangement makes sense. Nothing is fighting for attention. That didn't happen by accident. It happened because decisions were made from a plan.
And here's the thing, your space can feel like that. It's not about the furniture you have or don't have. It is about the decisions that you made before anything went into the space. So why does this keep happening? The people that I work with, it's not that they don't have great taste. They have great taste. They have a lot of Pinterest boards with great ideas in them. They know what they like when they see it. The problem is the starting point. So most people begin decorating by going to the store and just finding items that they love. A sofa, a rug, a paint color, and then they try to build the room around it. That one decision at the very beginning sets the workaround pattern right in motion. It's not that shopping for inspiration is wrong. Of course you want to look for inspiration. You want to kind of like formulate your vision, of course. It is going from the inspiration straight to purchasing without doing the planning. That is the difference. That is what's being done with intentional design, planning. And that's what a lot of people skip, and what intentional design includes. Of course, nobody taught us what the planning phase looks like. We skip it. We think that we're just supposed to get our inspiration and then just find a room possibly that looks like the room that we want to have, and then we just go out and buy every single piece that we see in that photo. We're hoping that the way that we position it, just how that room looks in that picture, is going to work for us. The photo that you saw, they did the planning according to their space, but you're taking a photo without doing the prep work, hoping it will work for your space. When you have a plan, everything is so much easier. Let me put it like this. Workaround design is like getting in the car and saying that you want to go on a road trip, and you made the decision to do that yesterday. And you just get in the car and you have no clue where you're going. Intentional design is like going on a trip. You know your destination. You already have booked your hotel. You know exactly where you're gonna stop to get gas. You know how long it's gonna take you to get there, and the whole nine. If you have recognized that you're following into the workaround pattern, that is a good thing. Awareness is the first step. Because you have awareness, you know how to shift. To help you make some progress on your space, I know a lot of people struggle with color, so I decided to make something that will be helpful. I have a color guide that is free. It is ready for you to download. All you have to do is click on the link in the description box below. That will help you try to figure out what your color palette should be in your space. That's one less thing that you have to plan out to get that intentional design that you're looking for. I hope this video was helpful and gave you something to think about. If you know someone else is thinking about decorating, be sure to share this video with them. Also, if you would like this video, hype it, as well as subscribe to the channel if you have not. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and until next time, I will see you in the next one.